Someone once said, if you shout, some people might hear you, but if your message is strong, everyone will listen. Hi everyone, welcome to my story. It's about a 24-year-old boy who had a very strict boss. He had no family left because his parents had passed away. Life was not easy for him. Every day he worked hard to earn a little money, then went home, cooked 4 chapatis, a type of flatbread, with some vegetables, ate his meal, and went to sleep. One night, something strange happened. After cooking his 4 chapatis, he stepped away to wash his hands, and when he returned, 1 chapati was missing. He thought it was odd, but decided to forget about it. The same thing happened the next night. By the 3rd night, he was ready. He stayed alert to see who was taking his food. That's when he spotted a big, chubby mouse stealing a chapati. The boy quickly grabbed the mouse, but then something surprising happened. The mouse began to speak. "Brother," the mouse said, "why are you stopping me? I'm just taking what fate has given me. Please let me have 1 chapati." The boy replied, "I don't have much. I make 4 chapatis just to fill my stomach, and you keep taking 1. My life is already hard. I need every bit of food I have." The mouse nodded and said, "I understand, but I know someone who can help you with all your troubles. He can answer your questions and guide you. His name is Gautam Buddha. Go to his ashram, and he will show you the way." The boy thought about this and decided to follow the mouse's advice. He asked his boss for 5 days off and began his journey. On the first night of his journey, he came across a huge mansion and asked for shelter. The owner of the mansion welcomed him and asked, "Where are you going, son?" "I'm going to meet Gautam Buddha," the boy said. "Wonderful," replied the owner. "Could you please ask him something for me? My daughter hasn't spoken a single word in 20 years. Please ask him when she will speak again." The boy promised to ask and continued on his way. The next day, he traveled through snowy mountains. The path was slippery and scary, and he didn't know how to cross. Then, he saw a magician sitting nearby, deep in thought. The magician asked, "Where are you going?" "To meet Gautam Buddha," the boy answered. The magician said, "I have been meditating here for 1,000 years, but I still can't enter heaven. Could you ask Buddha when I will finally get to heaven?" The boy agreed. In return, the magician used his magic to help the boy cross the dangerous mountain. Soon after, the boy reached a big river. He didn't know how to get across. A giant tortoise appeared and asked, "Where are you going?" "To meet Gautam Buddha," said the boy. The tortoise said, "I have lived in this river for 500 years, hoping to become a dragon. Could you ask him when I will turn into a dragon?" The boy promised he would. The tortoise then carried the boy on its back and helped him cross the river. At last, the boy reached Gautam Buddha's ashram. After listening to Buddha's teachings, the boy learned that Buddha would only answer 3 questions. Now the boy had a big problem. He had 4 questions. 1 for the mansion owner, 1 for the magician, 1 for the tortoise, and 1 for himself. After thinking carefully, he decided to give up his own question and ask only the 3 questions from the others. Gautam Buddha answered, "The mansion owner's daughter will speak again the day she gets married. The magician will go to heaven if he lets go of his magic stick. The tortoise will become a dragon when it removes its shell." The boy thanked Gautam Buddha and began his journey home. He met the tortoise first. "Buddha says, you will become a dragon if you remove your shell," the boy said. The tortoise bravely took off its shell, and suddenly it turned into a magnificent dragon. Before flying away, the dragon left behind a pile of shiny pearls as a gift for the boy. Next, the boy met the magician. "Buddha says you must give up your magic stick to go to heaven," the boy said. The magician handed over his stick to the boy, and at once he rose up into the sky, finally entering heaven. Finally, the boy reached the mansion. He told the owner, "Buddha says your daughter will speak on the day she gets married." The owner smiled and said, "Who better to marry her than you?" the one who helped me find this answer?" The boy agreed, and as soon as they were married, the girl spoke her first words. "You are the one who came to our house that night." With this marriage, the boy's life changed completely. He now had wealth from the pearls. He had the magician's stick, which was full of power, and he had found true love with his wife. All of this happened because he chose to help others instead of himself. This story teaches us that when we give up our own wants to help others, we often find even greater happiness. Being kind and thinking about others can lead to wonderful surprises. When we let go of fear, greed, and selfishness, life rewards us in ways we never imagined. So remember, kindness, selflessness, and caring for others can bring us true joy and blessings. When we help others, we open the door for good things to come into our own lives.